Is it up there?
Nope. I don't know how to do it.
Oh, you gotta. Oh. We need to be hitting one of these. Oh, I think this cord shot actually. That's why. Remember that was the one that was plugged in? Didn't work. I'll let you guys know what's happening. But need a new cord to go from there to there. All right, you guys. We are live here. As you can see, we have everything set up. There's Fraser, Davies. There's myself, Nathan, and another guest will be introduced here soon. So we want to welcome you guys. We're going to talk about the POW this past weekend, everything that's going on in the live stream world here in Onion Lake. And just things looking forward. It's going to be a fun one. And hopefully you guys enjoy. So first and foremost, we're going to get the man who's going to be taking over the seat here right away. As you guys know, he's still in training. So I'm sitting in the seat right now helping out. We're going to go straight to Fraser himself, and he's going to start it off.
Okay. Hello everybody. I think couple updates. I know there's a couple draws that I have right now on our Facebook page, the 7th generation page. And I wasn't able to get to them yet. For golf passes, one of them we capped it at 100 shares, likes, comments. So I think that one will try to do by the end of today. And there's another one for 500 comments, likes, shares on the post on the 7th generation page. And we didn't fill that one up yet, so that one is still going if people want to get in on that. But the other one, me and Tayden and Davis will do that by the end of today. Other than that, we just finished our powwow the other day here in Onion Lake. So we brought in Davis and Dwayne on behalf of the powwow committee, and me and Nathan. I think one of the other things we'll be touching on is maybe Nathan will give an update on the equipment situation. By the sounds of it, we're there with the studio and the mobile setup. So, but he'll be able to fill us in more on that. Other than that, I'm excited to be here. Maybe we'll get Davis and Dwayne to introduce themselves. I think we'll go to Davis.
Hello, my name is Davis. I'm a little congested right now from the smoke and the powwow dust. I went to school back in 2016 in Vancouver for audio engineering, and one of the side things that I've done was multimedia. So I'm kind of familiar with this, and I used to do the live stream too, but just from a webcam. So this year was kind of a big upgrade, just me getting used to everything. So what my thinking was, I was going to give everyone at least 5 seconds. So I was going around, I was like taking clues from all the comments. Whereas I'd move the camera too fast and people would get sick. So I slowed that down. Just going around taking little criticism, and then people patting me on the back, telling me like couldn't record this thing.
Sorry, man, I'm gonna interrupt you. Just put your mouth a little closer to the mic. That's all right. No one's gonna get sick online.
Okay. But just getting everyone 5 seconds. Thank you. What else here? I've been doing a live stream at the powwow for a while now, but yeah, just trying new things, making sure everything runs better. Sometimes I forget to like move around, so I just sat there for a long, getting told to move.
Yelled at online.
Getting told to move, getting yelled at online. Bunch of comments, I feel like that's the only way I'll learn is like if somebody like actively tells me, like we need this to happen, and I can just take criticism all the time, just from making music for about 16 years now. You just go through it and go through all the like comments, like say you're working on a song for like 20 hours and you think it's like right there, but no, like people will always come out of nowhere and tell you it doesn't make sense here, so I had to learn the hard way all the time. So that's what I'm kind of used to, and I do take criticism from anywhere, and it's good for me to learn that way, just because just sorry. I learned through criticism way better than I do through somebody patting me on the back all the time, just because I know like what they say is like how they feel at the moment, and I always take that into consideration about how to get better at what I do, especially the live stream. But other than that, I really enjoyed the powwow. It was so loud. Some drum groups just give you like the chills. It was kind of trippy that way. And then just watching everybody, I was just trying to capture this year's powwow and trying new things. And sometimes I just get overloaded. I forget some things because there's these little it's called lower thirds, and you just like I always forget about them just because I'm trying to get like somebody dancing pretty cool, and then I always forget because I'm always just really engaged with everybody, just trying to get everyone's 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's Davey's there who was running the live stream this weekend. Yeah, so I just actually met Davies on Thursday. And yeah, I said, hey, man, you're going to be the guy. So I didn't actually get to train him in anything, but he's techie already, which is good. And, I was live streaming Cody Powwow this weekend, but I was watching their powwow. I was watching Onion Lake and just kind of texting Fraser, do this, try this, make you do this, give him pointers. But overall, considering you just got thrown in, man, then you did good. Friday, obviously, you were just doing your thing, feeling it all out. Saturday, I obviously told you, maybe try a couple things like this. And overall, the whole thing was pretty good considering it was just your first time. So I'm going to give you big props to that, man. And like I said, I've screwed up so many times in my lives that, at the beginning, it was just unreal. In the end, you're going to catch your own theme, your own vibe. It's like you're the director. So in the end, people will start recognizing when you're live, right? Oh, this looks like a Davies thing, right? Or this looks like people know when I'm live and you're live. The whole plan is to have every reserve hooked up doing their own thing and everyone's just live streaming stuff. So, all right, we're going to head over to our guest here. You want to introduce yourself and obviously give a big shout out to Alapon. You're probably your biggest fan. And talk close to the mic, eh?
Really?
Yep.
How's this?
There you go.
All right.
Talk like that.
All right.
Hey.
Name's Dwayne Chokin. Yeah, pretty well everybody knows me as Dickie out there. I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta move in closer, like an inch.
Like closer?
Yeah, yeah.
Like that close? All right. So, I don't know. Just listening to Davis here, it's pretty interesting. One of the things that working with education, learning, listening to the educators, I've always never really understood much about this tech stuff. Even like my cell phone. Didn't even know how to get it going, whatnot. And it was my grandsons that started my cell phone. And nowadays, younger generation, they're more into that tech stuff. And I applaud you for this because a lot of our even in our schools or whatnot, it's all becoming more technical stuff, and it's we need a lot of people like you to come back and help us out. And like what he was saying about having your own look,
Vibe, yeah.
you have your own vibe kind of thing.
Yeah.
One of the things that I can honestly say is talk to the dancers, talk to how they want it. A lot of people will watch the powwow on screen and whatnot. And quite a few times, you'd see a camera, either it's too high up and you're just showing the upper body kind of thing. And sometimes, you just need to see the footwork and the whole dance kind of thing. And that's one of the things that I can throw in there kind of thing. Like, it's about the dance and about the song kind of thing, the beat. Showing the people out there that you're missing out. Get over here.
Yeah. That too. There's it's good that I was just chatting with my bro Blair there, and he watched it online. A lot of the people, some people just don't want to be around crowds. Plus it was pretty hot day.
Yeah.
And so that too, you're giving that option to people to just chill at their own house. And some people medically can't be there, so it gives them another option. So yeah, overall pretty awesome, pretty deadly, and very happy with what I watched online. Especially want to give a shout out to those two chicken dancers. There's those young men there that battled out. Was that a special?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good special. And yeah, I caught the end of it when I was watching online, but then I seen people sharing it. So those moments are what why it's important to have live streaming. Little things like that, right? Man, that's awesome. So now those kids are, I guess, they're going to become viral famous online, eh? So now maybe you'd want to check what the next powwow they're at, so if they do it again, or for sure I want to be at Onion Lake next year because that happened and whatnot. So yeah, you guys, it's going to be awesome. I'm actually glad Davies is here. And is it Davies or Davis? Davis, man, I'm always saying Davies. I'll get it right, man. I'm getting old, man. I'm just say what I want now. But Davis is going to be the leading guy with the mobile stuff, right? Yeah. So you're going to see him at a lot of Onion Lake events around here. He's going to be running the show. So the more you do it, man, the better you are gonna get, and you're gonna get your own style. You know, the way I kind of learned too is just watching YouTube live videos. I'll watch other people's lives as well as I'll. It's right. Look in the comments, man. People will tell you what they want, right?
Yep.
You got to put your ego behind you, even though you like this shot or whatever. If the majority don't like it, they call the shots, man. It's like what they want.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, you did. Once again, I want to say you did good for your first time using that machine, and just the style, turning the cameras and everything. It's a lot, man. It's the lower thirds. If you guys don't know what lower thirds are, that's where you see the names or whatever on the screen on the bottom. Those are called lower thirds. And you got to change it with dances going on. If it's grand entry, intertribal, whoever's singing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do it like on the fly.
Yeah, literally on the fly, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to be fast about it. So overall, man, what you think of the panel there?
Oh, it was good. It was, I guess you could say, past few years or whatnot, man, we had to rush the powwow. And one of the things, like, it ain't too bad, coming to the point where we're running out of time and we have to get 2 sets of judges and we got to go back to back and whatnot. Didn't feel right from my point, Cunning, because I know, like, I've been a dancer myself. Barely just catching my breath after the first song, and then all of a sudden you're just getting right down into the second song, and you're not quite there to start taking off. So this year I said to myself, well, this is my last year as the arena director. Well, I'm not really the arena director, the whip man. I'm the guy that just keeps the show going, kind of thing. And I said to myself, this year is going to take it easy. Just take it as it is. And it worked out. It worked out all right. It didn't, we didn't rush this. We just what the people want. Main thing, like what you said about Davis. You got to listen to the people.
Yeah.
Because if you don't listen to the people, well, then you're pretty well, what do you call, a dictator?
Yeah.
The way you want it.
Yeah.
This is the way it's going to be, kind of thing. But that's the part where you listening to a lot of people, and there were a lot of people were saying, like, the people of Onion Lake, they want to watch, they want to see the whole show. And a lot of times a lot of people complain about too many specials, but then again, like, the people of Onion Lake is putting this power up. They want what they want to see. So I pretty well slowed down everything, so that way the people get what they wanted. And it could have been easily over by 9-10 o'clock at night if I went back to back, kind of thing. But then again, the people wanted the show, so that's the way we went. Hats off to the committee. Guys like Brent. He's been the guy that's been kind of he tells me what's going on and whatnot. That's all he has to tell me, and then we just get I just get out there and just let the show run. And one of the things that I was taught back in the old days was no dead time. You can't have dead time, and a lot of times
Yeah. That sorry, man. I'm gonna interrupt. That's what the same thing with on air, on live on air. No dead time. You can't have dead time. Same
Exactly.
thing, yeah.
So one of the things was, I was told, if you want the people to enjoy, there's got to be
Always.
yeah, it's always on the
Always
go.
get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't have dead dead air
Yeah.
dead air kind of thing, and
Yeah.
it's like everybody's standing around, and that's where what helps there is the MCs, and
Mm.
when they come up and
Mm.
they're joking around or telling stories and stuff like that, that's and then when if there's a glitch somewhere that somebody's not ready or whatnot, and that's where we all kind of work together in that way. Even well, I guess I've gotten a lot of how would you say it,
Feedback.
feedback from some people. Well, not well, yeah, some people. I'm a little too strict, too mean.
Mm.
However, being hired as by the Powell committee as a whip man, I have to be. And this goes back to late Bruce Whitstone, when he first got me out there as the whip man, and I like that he told everybody, this is the reason why I got this guy to be the whip man, because not only that the way I am, the way I run it is because my late dad was a whip man, and from there, that's how Bruce took me in as into the Powell committee as the whip man. And a lot of times it gets to my head. Sometimes I have to step back, or I'll get a reminder from somebody or something like that, and I'll have to step back and just go back, or maybe I'll in a good way just go out and maybe smudge myself and think, and gotta back off here and just like slow down.
Chill out.
Exactly.
So, really quick, what is the role of a whip man?
pretty much like I said, getting the show on the road.
Yeah.
Keep it going. And
Are you like on the same level as arena director?
yeah, pretty much. And like I said, Brent is the arena director, and he maps out everything and whatnot, and like how and what and where what happens and whatnot, and it's just up to me to just keep it going, kind of thing.
Okay. Hence the name Whip Man.
And the way we were set up, it's, I have a few young guys that, like I said, I'm getting older. I can't run around like I used to, kind of thing. And I got two younger guys coming up, and they help, around running around in the arbor, kind of thing. And that's Avery Muskego and geez, I can't remember the young guy's name, Garrett, or geez, I can't remember. His last name is hard too. That's Brent's grandson. And then there's Craig Lewis, that he takes care of the judging. He's the one that picks the judges and whatnot, and takes care of everything in that part. So we're not overlapping, and somebody's not overlapping doing something or whatnot, and everybody's got their part. And then we got Clint Whitstone and Eugene Chief and Butch Chief. They're the ones that take care of the singing part. And a lot of times, and well, of course, my Uncle Vern takes care of the sound system. And a lot of times, even when I'm sitting in front there, just while the dancing's going on, somebody will come up to me and, hey, what about this singing? Or what about this singing or whatnot? And there's got nothing to do with it. My part is just right here.
Yeah.
I got nothing to do with that. And it's like you go to that person or this person if you got issues with that one. This is all I do, kind of thing.
Mm.
So I don't, I used to back in 5-6 years ago. I used to jump the gun, and it was just like, whoa, that's not my job. And it's just like, I have to step back and not overstep on the other workers of the committee.
Yeah. So you're learning a lot, just like in the live streaming world.
Neat.
You learn as you go, just like Davis. Eventually, I'll say his name right, Davis. Fraser, what's your thoughts about everything? Since you're the guy that's kind of spearheaded this whole thing, this podcast, this live streaming, you wanted to get it going. What's your thoughts so far, and what are you looking forward to in the near future? And I say near, not obviously the far future. We obviously want to stream everything, but the near future. Let's say by Christmas. Where do you want to be with this?
Okay.
This has nothing to do with Santa Claus either.
Remember, I said before the show, no crying.
Could we take a break? I need to cry first.
I gotta.
Okay. No, just really quick. I found some stats online for the powwow. It says here we had 1,100 dancers. We had 10 drums, 3 host drums. So logistically on that side, that's how it looked. There's some other stats here. I don't know how true they are, but I'll just read them. It says we had 1,000 trailers, 20 booths, 500 security, 3,000 vehicles, 4,000 snaggers, 200 tents, and 1 blue bus.
One blue.
And because of the heat, snagging was down 20%.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the heat took a toll on everyone. David, did you even get a lap in?
I was forced to go walk.
I had to force him out of there, man.
Forced to do the lap.
Back in the day, when I was in my younger days, in my teenage days, we used to go walking around the arbors at blankets and looking for a snag to warm us up.
Yeah.
But this past weekend couldn't do that. Too dang hot.
Too hot.
Yeah,
Too hot.
too hot.
Yeah, no, just something you guys touched on earlier, like the value of the live stream. For myself, like I was dancing this weekend. And I was really happy to be able to do that. It's been probably a year. And yeah, for the live streaming, the value as a dancer, even though you're at the powwow, a lot of the dancers I think are trying to escape the heat, so they're at their camp. And as a dancer, and they have the radio option to your vehicle or wherever, and you can follow
FM,
follow the agenda. But a lot of times your vehicle is parked way over there, so it's hard to access that information. So the alternative is the live stream. Even though you're at your camp and you're there at the powwow, you're not trying to escape the heat. So yeah, I didn't really realize that until Saturday night here. I had to leave the grounds. I had to go pick up some stuff, and I know we were live streaming. Davis was at our spot where we were set up, and I wanted to follow along with what was going on at the powwow and kind of prepare for my category and, try not miss anything in between in case I needed to be there or to communicate something. So I left the grounds and I was watching my live stream, and yeah, it felt like I was gone for maybe close to 2 hours, and it felt like I didn't even leave. It felt like I was there the whole time watching it on my phone. And yeah, I thought that was really cool. And then getting back to camp and knowing exactly where the agenda was and how much time I had to get ready. So yeah, that was really cool.
Cool thing is when you see it like on Snapchat or some social media. Like that's what really hit me when I started out doing it, and people will be putting it in their social media. A lot of Snapchat say, can't be there right now, but checking it out on IOPS, like watching hockey or any power I'm streaming or anything like. Yeah, so I get that, man. You're always in the loop what's going on, right? So that's good. That's good.
No, just one other thing really quick. Yeah, and I didn't realize the quality of the live stream until I took that drive and I was watching it on my phone, and I thought, holy smokes, like this is really clear. The video on YouTube and the audio that was hooked up. So yeah, I was really impressed by that.
Big shout out to Chokin Audio. Is it Chokin Audio that Vern goes by, or is it Vern Chokin Audio? What do you call his thing?
Choking sound.
Oh, Chokin Sound. Yeah. Big shout out to Vern anyway for kicking in with the audio and doing an awesome job. Yeah. So all that plays it. All that comes down. That plays a big part in everything. Like if any of those are messed up, whether it be the quality of the video, the audio sucks, or someone's turning the camera too fast or whatever, right? It plays a big part in the live stream, and you start learning that. Davis learned that this weekend, and yeah, you like you said, you learned through the comments, but everything has to just move together, just like the power committee there, Whipman, the arena director, the MCs, whoever, right? Everyone just has to move in unison for the thing to work. Same thing with live stream, man. Like even though you're there on your own as just a video guy, the audio has to work. If not, then I had an incident at my power here in Coley where the audio wasn't working for the first Friday. It kind of was choppy, and then Saturday morning for the first grand entry when we started, the first 5.5 minutes weren't playing on audio. We didn't know. So I mean, everything has to work. It's I've been there, man. Even as good as I am now, I still make mistakes, and yeah, it's just always learning. But so going forward with the live stream, you are gonna start live streaming hockey, right? At the arena.
I'd like to, yeah. I want to talk to Tara and maybe my supervisor and see if we could get set up there. I think they are set up there, but depending on our conversation, I think we might be able to improve the system they have there. I don't really know. Maybe it's where it needs to be, but when we have that convo, if there's an appetite for that, I think we'll kind of work towards that direction, provide quality camera, and play-by-play. I think eventually we'll get IOPS to come and train us and stuff. So yeah, I think that's the hope.
Nice. Yeah, because also we have you guys have numerous events going around here all the time that you guys for sure will be showcasing. We're going to be seeing Davis there doing his thing, and yeah, what you looking forward to, man? Are you going to be interviewing anyone? Do you think? Are you that type, or do you just want to be straight behind the scenes?
I've tried to interview a few people, but most people are just like insanely shy.
Oh yeah.
So I'd be like, do you want to come do a quick interview? And then they'll be like,
they'll literally be like that when they're on the air.
and it's like real long.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, well, the time's up anyway, so I'm just gonna go back here.
But you know what, man? Saying that when you're like that, you know, and say the person does want to come on and they end up sounding like that, that's where repetitive oh that's where repetitive interviewing you'll start learning, knowing how to navigate where this conversation is going, because I've had a lot of people I've interviewed and they're just straight yeah no. So you catch on right away. Okay, this interview is like, I'm gonna just kind of end it. Eh? But there's people, man, you'll get that. I'll just want to talk forever. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited because you seem like that unique dude that'll make this thing just really, really deadly. And Fraser, obviously, you're hungry for more of this, eh? So it's good, and I'm really excited about this podcast room that you guys are in. Like you said, it's for all of Onion Lake. You guys can come in and, you know, if you want to be on a podcast, talk about a subject, or maybe you have a show idea you want to check out, you know, Fraser's the guy to come talk to. But is there anything that you want to add in about the Powell? You know, we obviously got all those stats. I actually seen that there's like 1,138 dancers, I think. That's a lot, man. That's a huge foul. Anyone get a famous drone shot? Do you guys know?
I haven't seen nothing.
I remember like 2 years ago there was like a drone shot, man.
That was burned, but
Was it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Do we still have that? The drone?
I think Lance has one, but I don't know if they did it.
Yeah. We're working on one to get one for these guys here so they can go live with it too. When I go live, I have my drone in there sometimes. So when I'm doing like power outside that has an open arbor,
Yeah.
you know, I did one in Kakuishtaha there and had the drone shot, and I would zoom in on the drum group.
Yeah.
So you know, you're just seeing their sticks like that, and then you got the other shot where it's two screens, and then you have the dancers and then the drummers. It's badass shot.
Yeah, even just another thing with the power and live streaming and our setup there. And Nathan's the one that set us up through IOPS, but I think we had 5 cameras. I think we used maybe 4.
Yeah.
And then it dwindled down to only 2.
2. I noticed that at the end you're just doing the PTZs at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because people would just be in the way. Like there'd be people coming up, right? And then just like
yeah.
right in front, and like I can't capture nobody's back of the head there.
So I already know what we're doing next year. We're gonna do 4 cameras. So you're gonna be able to get all the drum groups, right? So that will be the one we put on the far for grand entry. We'll get grand entry plus those drum groups. And then 2 on the side will get those drum groups. And then this one will get the host drum groups plus whatever.
Yeah. When we were setting up on Thursday, Thursday night, we were kind of trying to figure out where do we put these PTZs, and we kind of narrowed down a couple of spots, but we didn't have a ladder long enough, so we had to wait for the fire truck. And they showed up a couple hours later, and then we did the hookup for the NDI, the NDI wires around the arbor up top, and then that took about a couple hours. Me and Davis did that, and a couple of security boys came helped us out. And we didn't get out of there till about midnight, maybe after midnight. And the fire truck waited for us the whole time, which was really awesome. Shout out to them. And so they left, and then 10 minutes later, like 5 minutes later, we went back into our booth there, hooked everything up, and the machine started coming on and everything, the cameras, except for one of the PTZs up top. They're really, what the heck? And then we forgot to turn the power on that one, and the ladder took off. So yeah, we were choked about that.
You got it.
And then we arranged it for the next morning to have the ladder back and to let us power it up. And then they were so busy, we weren't able to get that done until like an hour or something before grand entry.
Oh, and that was
So-
a grand entry camera?
yeah.
Oh, that
it
was the important
yeah,
one, man.
yeah.
That was the important
And
one.
we were waiting there all morning, all day. We're like, man, like we need this freaking camera, man. So, but they finally did show up. So
That's good. Yeah, man. Setup and takedown of live streaming. If you have a real good setup like you guys do, is no joke. Like the camera setup is so important. With PTZ, it really helps where the cameras are. But yeah, man, I get that. Such a simple little thing, yeah, and yeah, but yeah, it's good you guys figured it out. Yeah, there's so much to learn, man. But yeah, I'm guaranteed you guys are gonna have a lot more stories than that one. Because yeah, you think you're all set for it, and then all of a sudden you set up, and then you guys, oh man, we forgot this now. Never mind. Same thing. I was heading out to Cody, so I live in Red Pheasant. Ripping, man. Like we have to be there. I don't know what time we have to be there, but we were ripping. It was like 6 hour drive, right? And we're halfway to Saskatoon. So if no one knows where Red Pheasant is, we're like 25 minutes south of Battleford. So we were like an hour and a half into our drive, right? Or an hour. And yeah, so my girlfriend's talking on the phone with somebody from Cody. And then I don't know. Anyway, it ended up the lady on the other phone said, "Oh yeah, we don't have internet." And she's like, "Don't worry, we have Starlink." And she looks back, "Where's the Starlink?" Shh, man, I was like, "What?" So it happens, man. It's sometimes when you're in rush, you just want to get things done. And yeah, so anyway, we had to turn back and freaking go all the way back to MB. Good thing got Starlink brought to me, but yeah, little things like that happen. That happens all the time. It's it's not fun, but
Things happen.
On Thursday too, we were like trying to use stacked chairs and then use a ladder on top of the stacked chairs and trying to get people to hold the stacked chairs to put the ladder on top. And then it was like, no, we didn't want to climb.
it's one of those things that can only be done on the res. If you did it in town, it wouldn't happen.
It was so close yet so far.
Yeah. No one wanted. Did you climb?
No. We didn't want
almost.
Oh heck no!
He was trying
My
to
back.
make me climb up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, we got a lot of good feedback on the
Mhm.
camera angles, like with those PTZs up top, being able to catch the dancers and the announcer booth in the grand entry area,
Yep.
but also the drums too, in that area. And with the way we set up the PTZs, we flipped them upside down, so we had the ability to come.
Yeah, to get that whole true shot. You did it really good. I think it was during Grand Entry where you had host drum, you had their drum, and then you had Grand Entry. I think it was Grand Entry.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So you see those two shots like that? Yeah, that's good, man. People love watching the drums, but to give them the drums and the dancers at the same time, even more deadly. Right. So but Emery Burning Grass just tuned in right on. Gotta get him on the show. ASAP. He was out in Cody too. He made a funny TikTok, man. That one guy. Go watch his TikTok, you guys, if you're not I don't know, get on TikTok and go watch it. It's funny. But is there anything else you want to touch up on the POW this past week? And obviously there's a lot went on. All the dancers, the vendors, the snagging, the no snagging, the heat. Who did laps, who didn't do laps, Davis here doing an awesome job live streaming. Fraser the man here doing his thing.
Yeah, well, hats off to everybody. Starting from our elders for doing the pipe ceremonies each morning and whatnot, and Dios Kapeusak over there, Lyle Dretche, and call him Soup, call him my Superman. The other one is the other ones are security. Oh my God, I got some good feedback from a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow, some people are saying it's too much. However,
Too many security guards?
no, too much, searching and whatnot, and then
Nah.
and then he got the sniffing dogs kind of thing and whatnot.
Nah, man. There's never enough, man.
Oh my God! But there's a lot of people that just came over and said, "Man, you got your security awesome." It's just like very thorough and whatnot, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh wow, gee,
Yeah.
thanks. And this is like that's something good to hear.
Yeah.
And my hats off to the security man; they did an awesome job. You hear of other powwows.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
They're having problems, people stealing from their
Mhm.
camp and
Mhm.
whatnot. In fact, my son went to another powwow and they just bought that wagon for $1,300 or something like that, and somebody stole it from their camp. And it's like,
Jeez.
and that's just
Yeah.
and that's what they need for their kids and stuff like that. So,
Yeah. No, that's awesome that they're going like that thoroughly. Like, you don't want to have any incidents. Like you're right. Other powers have there's certain things you can't get it all, but if you can get like 98% of the bad stuff that's
Yeah.
coming in, you're doing it. You're doing a damn good job because, security. You need that security, especially like us podcasters and live streamers. It's a lot to take out your equipment and pack it up and everything. You kind of just want to leave it there for the weekend,
Exactly.
and then unpack it. And when I live streamed this one here in 2022, I was hesitant at first,
Yeah.
but man, like the next day I was like, oh yeah, it's all good. And then it's security is got to be top notch at all powers for sure, especially now where people seems to be getting more stupid, man, like doing more brazen stuff. So
Yeah.
So yeah, big shout out to Onion Lake Security out here. Yeah, big shout out to everyone, man. Like everyone, I've heard nothing but just wicked things about this powwow this weekend. So big shout out to everybody, and thank you again, Davis, for doing your thing and showing the world what's to come.
Your thing.
Yeah, your thing, Fraser, for getting the ball rolling on all of it. But we're gonna shut her down here, you guys. This was just a quick pop-up podcast here. Stay tuned for more as well. If you guys are watching on Fraser's Facebook, we got about a month to go. I think around August 25th is when Facebook and Uncle Zuckerberg there will allow the live stream to actually be on that page, because you have to wait 60 days now when you create a new page. And then you have to have 100 followers, which they have lots now. So a lot of that information that's going to be coming on here, go follow the OLCN 7th Generation podcast on Facebook. We're going to have Trisha and her husband on here soon because they're doing stuff.
Trista.
Or sorry, Trista. I apologize. I know it was Trista. I don't know why that said that. So anyway, lots going on with that, and definitely looking forward to more. I'm really excited to see where this all goes. I'm excited to see Davis and how much he's going to improve, and Fraser, you as well, when you come back on this seat right here, because he's going to be controlling it all, and when you're having all your guests and everything. So lots to look forward to. With that, you guys want to say anything real quick before we end her? You want to send out any love shout outs or anything? Any snags? He's thinking about it. This guy. Careful, she might be your cousin.
No, she's not.
Any shout outs?
Actually, no. But one thing funny that happened to me though at the powwow was I was waiting at Ramsey's and I was getting a coffee, right? And then this younger adults who probably like in 25, like around that age, and then trying to get my number, and I was like, no, I'm 34, and then that's
Okay.
and no, but like I just had to say it because I've already met someone there.
Hey, you met someone at the powwow?
Yeah.
Oh, not only was he live streaming, he was snagging on the keyboards. All
But
right, we're gonna continue the podcast here. Just got juicy.
oh, no, well, what was funny was like after I said it was like I'm 35 years old. You look very young. But the thing that like kind of hurt was after I said I was 30, 35. She was like, ew.
Ooh, you. That's funny, man. Ew. Well, at least you snagged, man. Like, who cares, right? Mission accomplished.
I'm gonna cry now.
I said no crying on this podcast. That's good, man. Well, there you guys. Breaking news: Davis not only live stream, he possibly found love. So, yeah, maybe in 1 year we're gonna be celebrating something.
I'll probably move.
I thought you were going to tell that story we were just talking about before the podcast.
Oh, there's a story. I missed it.
I came out of the arbor, looked to the left, and I saw my girlfriend. She was talking to my auntie. Now she's my uncle. Now she's my auntie or something. I
don't want to say that. Oh yeah, you're kind of.
Oh yeah, she's and that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about. Man, back in the day, we had some MCs that really raunchy jokes and whatnot, and these I remember, especially this one guy. He passed away. Jason.
Oh, good striker. Yeah.
Oh man, he could bring it out.
Yeah.
And a lot of things he even brought up kind of things, some things that should be happening or whatnot. He really, guys like that really brought it out. And nowadays, you really got to watch what you say. You got to watch, and it's getting. To the point where some of the MCs are just starting to be boring because they don't know how to joke around, or you can't. You got to watch how what you talk about or what you joke around about, kind of thing, and it gets to the point. I guess we really got to watch even here.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say because now everything's starting to get live streamed.
Yeah.
Or people have their cell phones recording. Yeah, and it's everything at the same time too. Can get taken out of context.
Exactly.
Right? They can be spun so quick that you're like, what the heck, man? That's not what we're talking. That's not how that went.
Exactly,
yeah. I feel you, man. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a different generation.
Exactly.
Yeah, from those 25-year-olds that said ew to us older ones over. That's funny, man.
I feel you, man. I feel
you.
Yeah.
I just wanted a coffee, man.
That's all I was asking for.
Maybe, I don't know, man. You're going to be like, oh, there's that live streamer. Yeah. But yeah, that's it, you guys. I got to get going. I want to thank everyone again for tuning in here. Remember, go follow OLCN 7th Generation Podcast on Facebook. Big shout out again to Fraser for getting all this going. Really quick, you guys. I think we had about 7,500 views as of right today for Sunday alone. And I think it was like 7,000 for day 2, 7,000 for day 1. It was good views, man, for a YouTube channel no one really knew about. But that's gonna change. So, with that, you guys, we're gonna see you at the next one, and we can't wait to hear from you guys again.
Well.
Oh God.